Mr. J. Today we have good news. We're talking about Japan and Korea, and it's our intermediate video for Thursday, June the 26th, 2025. South Korea and Japan, 2 locations, and it's good news. We don't get good news often, so let's be happy about good news, okay? Look at this AI pick lots of happy people. Okay, let's look at our words. First of all, some of our words are very long, lots of syllables, so pay attention. Sentiment, survey, positively, optimism, right? Optimism, 3 syllables. Exchange, diplomacy, familiarity, wow, 6 syllables, that's long. Historical, security, and cooperation. Okay, for the first time since 1995, more than half of Koreans believe that relations with Japan are good, marking a major shift in public sentiment. A joint Korea-Japan survey found 55.2% of Koreans and 52% of Japanese view bilateral ties positively. Among young Koreans aged 18 to 29, optimism, right? You gotta be careful with how you say that. Optimism reached 72.2%. Experts say this is due to cultural exchange, improved tourism, and active diplomacy since 2023. Trust and familiarity between Koreans and Japanese also rose sharply. However, many still feel unresolved historical and territorial issues remain. Only 35.2% of Koreans saw progress in security and diplomacy, while 55.8% saw improvement in cultural and sports ties. Views on the 60th anniversary of diplomatic ties remain mixed, with lingering doubts despite growing cooperation. But I still think it's good news, right? Friends, right? Maybe not best friends, but friends, which is important. What percentage of Koreans now say relations with Japan are good? This is intermediate level, right? So all of these are incorrect. You have to think of the correct one. Which group in Korea showed the most optimism? What helped improve public sentiment between Korea and Japan? What remained a concern despite improved ties? And what area did the fewest Koreans see progress in? All right, today's game word tag, like the game of tag, and then a tag, like you put on clothes or something. Tag, a chasing game where you touch someone to make them it. And non-game meaning tag, a small label with information like on clothes or bags. Tag. Here's the official spelling. The pronunciation's easy. Egg, not egg, egg. Tag, 1 syllable, tag. We played tag at recess and I was it 3 times. The price tag says this shirt is $20. Okay, weather for Friday, June the 27th, 2025 in Brasilia, Brazil. A high of 28, a low of 17, and it's mostly sunny. For Ottawa, Canada, high of 24, a low of 14, and partly cloudy. And Jakarta, Indonesia, high of 31, a low of 25, and partly rainy. Okay. On Friday, this Friday, there will be no news because I'm going to do a culture class with my Korean students. All right, we're going to do our Remembrance Day culture class. The Korean War and the 25th of June are important here. So because of that, no news, but you can check out our culture class online too if you like. All right, guys, I'll see you on Monday, and I hope you have a good weekend. Bye-bye.